Live music with iTunes and Coca-Cola.
At the iTunes Festival at Coco in Camden with Katie and Jules, aka the Ting Tings. How you doing, guys?
They're good, yeah. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Very well. Very much looking forward to seeing you guys on stage later on.
Are we playing tonight? Are we?
Yeah, I can get on for you if you want to, but I'm not very good.
As everyone keeps saying, we could do with a few more members on the stage.
Yeah. No, we're really looking forward to it. We like the fact that people have had to, enter into competitions to win a ticket, so it must be like a real enthusiastic crowd, we're hoping. And it's a great venue, so
yeah, it's like real fans, because that's what it's about, isn't it? As a musician, you kind of want to, I find this when I speak to people about award ceremonies, it's all about the fans, and if they've nominated you for the awards, and tonight it is all your fans in the crowd.
Yeah, it's great when you got that. I mean, we've had a fantastic year, really. We've been doing loads of festivals abroad as well, and that's kind of new places for us to go, and even out there people have been so kind of nice to us with our music, so it's been really nice to do that in front of people.
I was going to say, you're a real festival band, aren't you? You're kind of everywhere at the moment. Festival hopping, is it taking its toll?
A little bit, yeah, because we're doing a lot of European festivals as well, and we just came back from, before Europe, we came from Japan and America as well, so we're just constantly touring, but it's actually better to just keep touring rather than stop for a week. I think you just got to keep going, and until you stop enjoying it, then have a week off, and then
drop your dirty washing off, pick up some clean undies, and off you go again.
Yeah, the dirty washing bit is the hardest part, I think. Every couple of weeks, it's not as glamorous as you think. You end up with just a case full of dirty clothes. It's like, what do we do now? And just start washing them with what is it, travel wash sometimes?
and there's all, rock and roll forever and all that, but we don't want to smell, so, we draw a line on smelling.
I've got a feeling, I know the answer to this one, but your best festival, the best place to perform, I know what it's going to be.
Glastonbury, yeah. It was awe-inspiring. We just were so taken aback because we hadn't been in the country for a month. We went to number one, then we left straight to Japan. And so we didn't, we heard everything going well, but it felt so different when we came back this time. We was in the petrol station on the way to Glastonbury. We'd just landed in the country. And you could just hear people going, Ting Tings, Ting Tings. And, a month ago, people wouldn't have done that. And we was really shocked, weren't we?
Yeah.
And then
start Glastonbury a year ago, 75 people in the audience, and then do a year later, what was that, 14,000 people on John Peel 10. It was just, it was really mind-blowing. They were brilliant. It was amazing.
I think that Glastonbury is the place to kind of do it, isn't it? Get on stage. I remember actually you getting on stage last year and going, I'm a bit nervous, oh my gosh, we're on stage here at Glastonbury, can't believe it, pinching myself.
Yeah, no, it's nice though to still remember that, because I think you can get very caught up in just taking it for granted that there's 14,000 people watching you, but it's still so vivid in our minds that we were such a new band and we were so green, and it's really interesting how it's just gone in 1 year.
It stops you getting jaded as well, doesn't it? It's like on your rider tonight, I've had a little nosy and all the demands and stuff like that.
Saying who's robbing our rider before we get to it.
It's the roadies with the vodka.
Live music with iTunes and Coca-Cola.
So, for people who are kind of just coming to know you and stuff like that, tell us a bit about yourself. Obviously, your name's very, very unusual. Where does it come from?
I worked with a girl called Ting Ting, and she told me that it meant an old bandstand in Chinese Mandarin. So it was like a pavilion in a park where all the bands used to play. And we thought it was just like a really, visual name, and it's quite onomatopoeic as well, Ting, you sort of hear it when you say it. We then Googled it, and Jules found out that it meant
the sound of innovation on an open mind, so it's kind of like when you get an idea, light bulb effect, and then you go, ding. So.
Well, unfortunately, we just when we went to Japan, we hadn't been before, and we found out that it meant like a really funny, rude word in Japanese, and we had no idea. And every journalist that was interviewing us was going, do you know what your name means in Japanese? And we found out That you say, I don't like saying it. It
He's
sounds like
a bloke's member, but like a,
yeah.
it's like a cute word, you know, like a mumsy sort of word, like a your little dinky or something.
Like a
I don't know,
wiener.
winky or I don't know what.
still, it's not a good. Here's the wieners.
You shouldn't have told anyone. They'd all, when you went to Japan, they'd all know. They'd all be giggling. But back here,
But
gone
it
really
obviously,
well
it
there.
obviously worked because it went number 1 the airplay charts out there, so
Yeah.
they must. I mean, they must like it.
They're a bunch of perverts.
yeah, they all are.
Yeah.
So congratulations anyway, an amazing year, number 1 in the album charts, number 1 in the single charts, and kind of when you get that success so early on and kind of, you know, in your career, I mean, what's up, you know, next for you? What's next for you for the rest of the year and for next year as well?
Well, we've both been doing music from being quite young. You know, we was in a band before this that got signed and dropped without even getting a record out, so it doesn't feel like we've just suddenly appeared in music. So, what's next for us? We don't know. We didn't plan this, did we? You know, we'd sort of given up doing music successfully when our last band failed. So we just used to play house parties for our friends and you know, play these songs. We had 2 songs that lasted 10 minutes. Maybe go back to doing that. I don't know. Try and find some more house parties to play. It's a good feeling.
And obviously here at the iTunes Festival, you know, music and the way that you kind of relate to fans has changed so much with kind of the internet and downloading music. I mean, are you using that to your advantage? Do you get in touch with your fans and listening to what they have to say?
Well, we run our own MySpace, so that's kind of direct way to keep in touch with people that are liking your music. And we've done, we put do all our own artwork on our sleeves and put little vinyl records out, like limited editions, stuff like that we make ourselves. We're kind of into doing that and pop art and stuff like that. So, I mean, I think a lot of people that come to see the band, they're just discovering us and discovering that there's a lot more to it than just an album and music. There's kind of other little things that we do, but they're a little bit hidden at those things at the moment.
Hidden talents, eh?
Keep doing the eyebrows.
So what's on your iPod at the moment? Any guilty pleasures on there that you go on share with us that you're not that proud of?
On my iPod at the moment is about, I know, millions of tons of salty water because I lost it in the water on a little boat. We were just doing like hanging around by this lake in where was that festival? Norway. And that went off. So that's what's on my iPod at the moment.
Probably in the right place to get a new one, I reckon.
Exactly.
I find it hard to think of a guilty pleasure because if I like it, I like it, and I don't feel guilty. So I think what's the worst thing I've got? I can't differentiate between what's cool and what's not cool, or I just like what I like. The most uncool thing, I don't know. Maybe some David Hasselhoff or something.
Have you got the jump in my car?
We've got the video somewhere. I can't remember if it's on our computers or on the video part of the iPod. But that's very funny.
Cool. Well, you guys, I'm going to let you go because you're going to get on stage very, very soon. Very much looking forward to seeing you. I think the crowd are in for a really big treat tonight. So,
Thank you.
Ting Tings.
Live music with iTunes and Coca-Cola.